In today's vlog, we set out on a truly beautiful and unforgettable hike. Our journey begins from the parking area of Brunnstein and slowly leads us higher into the mountains. Our first major goal is Brunnsteinspitze, and from there, we continue further towards Rotwandspitze. What makes this hike especially unique is the magical contrast of seasons. Down below, the forests glow with golden autumn colors, while up on the peaks, the first light snow has already fallen, creating a scene that feels straight out of a movie. As we leave the parking area, the trail feels easy and welcoming at first. It winds gently through the trees, quickly pulling you closer to nature. The air is cool, but not too harsh, and in the quiet surroundings, you can only hear the soft rustling of leaves. Autumn is at its peak beauty, the trees painted in shades of yellow, orange, and soft red. When sunlight touches them, it feels as if the entire forest has turned to gold. With every step, your heart begins to feel lighter, as if all the stress of the city has been left behind. As we continue, the trail begins to climb gently, and the higher we go, the more breathtaking the views become. After some time, we reach Brunnstein, a charming and traditional mountain hut. There's a different kind of feeling here. Some people are resting, others enjoying food, and some simply sitting quietly, taking in the view of the valleys below. This is the perfect place to pause, to drink some water, catch your breath, and truly feel the peace that only mountains can offer. From here, the real adventure begins. The climb towards Brunnsteinspitze becomes more challenging. The path narrows, and in some sections, it turns rocky, requiring careful steps. In places where a thin layer of snow covers the ground, it can be slippery, so every step needs attention. But as the trail becomes tougher, the views become even more rewarding. Look down, and the forest spreads out like a colorful carpet. Look up, and the snow-covered peak draws you closer. During the climb, your breathing gets heavier, but every time you stop and look back, you realize how far you have come. These are the moments where the true beauty of hiking reveals itself. There is fatigue, but also a deep sense of joy. Right now, as we move through this section, the trail becomes a bit tricky. You can see there are lots of small, loose rocks underfoot, and on top of them, there's a thin layer of snow. It may not look very dangerous at first, but in reality, this is the most slippery kind of surface. One wrong step and your foot can slip instantly. So here, there's absolutely no need to rush. Take it slow, stay balanced, and place each step carefully. Whenever possible, keep your feet flat on the ground for better grip. And if you have trekking poles with you, this is exactly where they become very helpful. There's also a small step section coming up, so be extra careful here because the rocks underneath the snow can shift without warning. The safest approach is to move one step at a time with full attention. Moments like these are where hiking becomes truly exciting, but at the same time, being careful. Once you move past this slippery section, with the loose rocks and thin layer of snow, the route starts to become more technical. This is exactly the point where this hike is classified as a T3 level, which means it's no longer just a simple walk. From here on, you'll need more focus, better balance, and a bit of technique as well. As you can see here, there are fixed cables installed along the route, and honestly, they are extremely helpful. You can hold on to them to maintain your balance and move forward more safely. If you're a regular hiker, this section won't feel too difficult. But if it's your first time, it's important to slow down and place your steps carefully. Now, as we climb a little higher, you can see more snow appearing ahead, and at the same time, the views begin to open up beautifully. This is also the point where the routes start to divide. From here, one direction leads towards Rotwand and Brunnsteinspitze, and the other route goes towards Kesselspitze. From this spot, you can clearly see both directions, and that's what makes this place special. From a single point, you get access to multiple summits. For now, we'll take the right side, heading first towards Brunnsteinspitze and then Rotwand. After that, we'll come back to this point and take the left side, where the route towards Kesselspitze begins, along with the Klettersteig. This way, we can complete the full hike and enjoy the stunning views from both sides. And if you take a look over there, in the distance, you can see a beautiful mountain range, especially Karwendelspitze and the surrounding peaks. This view alone makes the entire hike even more special. Finally, as we reach the summit of Brunnsteinspitze, there's an incredible feeling, a sense of achievement. From here, the 360-degree view is simply breathtaking. The vast Alps stretch endlessly, and sunlight sparkles over patches of snow. This is something no camera can fully capture. It's a moment that must be felt. After spending some time at the summit, we continue our journey towards Rotwandspitze. This section is longer and follows a ridge. On one side, deep valleys. On the other, endless mountain ranges. Walking here gives you a sense of freedom, as if you are truly far away from the world. The air feels colder now, and snow becomes more visible. At times, you just want to stop, not because you are tired, but because every turn reveals a new view. Sometimes the clouds below look like an ocean, and in the distance, peaks disappear into the mist. The blend of autumn colors and fresh snow is rare and incredibly beautiful. As we approach Rotwandspitze, the body begins to feel tired, but the heart remains full of excitement. The final stretch can be challenging, but reaching the top brings that same feeling again, a sense of achievement, peace, and gratitude. Standing there, taking a deep breath and looking all around, it truly feels as if time has stopped. Overall, this hike ranges from moderate to challenging, especially if there is snow or the ground is wet. For beginners, it can be difficult, but for those with some experience, it is an incredibly rewarding journey. It's important to wear good hiking shoes, carry enough water and snacks, and always bring warm clothing, because the weather in the mountains can change at any moment. In the end, this hike is not just a physical journey. It's an emotional and mental experience. It brings you closer to nature, gives you peace, and reminds you how much beauty exists in this world. All we need to do is take a little time to truly see it.
Right now, after descending from Brunnstein and Rotwandspitze, we've made our way onto this left side ridge. And honestly, this part of the hike becomes really exciting. This ridge gives you roughly around 200 meters of elevation gain, which not only increases your altitude, but also gives you a solid fitness challenge. Walking here, both balance and focus are very important, because in some sections, the trail feels narrow and slightly exposed. As we continue climbing higher, the views begin to open up more and more. Right in front of us, you can see a beautiful mountain range. That's the Kronshorn area. And from here, the view is absolutely stunning, especially on a clear day like this. Now, we've reached the point where the route continues towards Kitzstein. From here, the trail becomes more technical, almost like a Klettersteig, a Via Ferrata-style route. This means you would need proper gear, like a Via Ferrata set, a helmet, and the right equipment for safety. Since we didn't bring that equipment with us, we're not going to take that risk. This is exactly the kind of moment where it's important to understand your limits. Not every route needs to be completed every time. Safety should always come first. So from here, we'll head back down. And honestly, the views we've experienced and the journey we've had so far, that in itself is no less than an achievement.
Right now, after taking a short break here, we'll start heading back down. We'll follow the same route that we used on the way up, descending again through this beautiful trail of Brunnstein and Rotwandspitze and making our way back to the parking area. Usually, going downhill is faster than climbing up, but if the trail is slippery, has steep steps, or includes Klettersteig type sections, then the time can be almost the same. That's why, while descending, you need just as much caution as you do while going up. And now we've completed our hike and made it safely back to the parking area. As you saw today, this hike was truly amazing. The weather was perfect, the route was beautiful, and although there were a few difficult sections along the way, they were all manageable, especially if you have basic hiking experience. We really hope you enjoyed this hike with us today. Our goal is not just to show you beautiful views, but also to share the real challenges, the difficulty level, and the ground reality of the trail, so that whenever you plan to come here, you can be better prepared. If you'd like to join us on our next hike, do let us know. Inshallah, we'll be back next week with a new destination and a new adventure. For now, that's all. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback helps us improve and bring you even more interesting and informative content. We'll see you again very soon on another beautiful hike. Take care. Allah Hafiz.